All right, picking up where we left off. We were just talking about Call of Duties. I wanted to speak on Call of Duty though, because I feel like, don't get me wrong, I do. If I want a mindless game, just to play through, every once in a while I'll load up. Because one thing they have become is kind of like Michael Bay movies. You know, if you can just if you can just like turn your brain off. Are you supposed to?
I'm following this checkpoint.
Try maybe jumping up there. Oh, jumping up, going down.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it looks like you can jump on that jump. Anyway, they kind of become like Michael Bay movies where, at least, you know, if they can't dazzle you with their, like, brilliance, they'll baff you with bullshit.
Yeah.
So they do, like, the big explosions and, like, you're doing this, like, on... don't remember which one it was. Like, I actually... now I know I'll probably get some flack for this, but I actually liked Ghost. I like Call of Duty Ghost. I thought it was very simplistic and it was fun. I don't know. I kind of like the aspect of, like... oh, is this a cutscene?
Nope, that's me dying, apparently.
Oh, you froze to death.
Okay, so we've had electric,
fire,
and now I froze to death, blowing myself up.
You fell to your death. We've been beaten to death. I think the only death we haven't had now is old age and luck.
Yeah.
I mean, kindness. You know, people like kill you with kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been...
one of those big guys comes up, gives me a hug, snaps my back.
Gives you a hug, you love it so much you just die.
Yeah.
So... damn it. Anyway, Michael Bay movies with explosions. So if I want to shut my brain off and I just want to play like a game that I just, you know, be dazzled with bullshit or baffled with bullshit. Oh, do you know where we are? I kind of do. So anyway, I will put on a Call of Duty. Like you just put it on, mindlessly get into it, repeat, checkpoint, repeat, checkpoint, repeat, checkpoint. But enough harping on Call of Duties. But one thing it has created though is a huge fan following.
Huge following.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I've worked with guys that they love attending these midnight releases of Call of Duties. Any Call of Duty. Like, I remember when Modern Warfare 2 came out. Huge release. Huge. There was lineups everywhere.
Yep.
GameStops, EBs, anywhere that sold them, lineups. And they started at, like, 10. And then, you know, that whole Mountain Dew and...
whoa! What is that? That's new.
The PowerPoint system where if you got the tags from Doritos... like, they created that.
Yep.
So, kudos to them. So, I'm not saying Call of Duties by any means don't play them. They're bad games. But for me, they're just like a guilty pleasure. If I want to just get into one, whatever. Now, we did both pick up Infinity... what was it called?
It was...
Advanced Warfare or something?
Yeah.
Anyway, because it introduced that new type of Horde mode. We got into that. It was alright. Kind of disappointing. But it was okay. But I haven't even looked at the new one yet.
Yeah, no.
What is this? Get her. Oh, boom.
The,
monster summoner. Alright.
The only thing I can say that would make me get the new one, and I've heard that it's going to come out separately eventually, which is why I haven't bought it yet, but is that remaster of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, but I thought it just came out with whatever the last one was that just came out. I thought it came out with that. That was kind of like the downfall. You had to buy one to get the other.
That's but I've heard that there's the possibility of that remaster coming out by itself. That's why I haven't bought it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be down to check out that one. Are these giving us something, or are these just something with the break?
Yeah, it's just telling us to break all three.
Down. Okay.
Now we have to disable the processor.
Kind of been paying attention to the old checkpoint thing there. But now, Call of Duty, they have this big fan following. Now, as a developer, do you want to create a game where you get numbers who play it? So say something like Doom, where, you know, everybody had Doom probably in their childhood. It's like one of the staples of gaming.
Yeah.
Now, do you create something that appeals to numbers, or do you create a game where you don't care about numbers, you just want the people who play it to get enriched in it? You want a solid fan following, not just another number that came and gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like fan followings like Call of Duties, the Destinies, the what's that one? Overwatch, Minecrafts. Those games have, like, World of Warcraft. It's still around. You know what I mean? And it came out probably over a decade ago. Like, do you create a game like that, or do you want numbers? Which would you go for?
Oh, definitely numbers.
You want numbers?
Well, if you
because I feel like one's a business model and one's like a community.
When it's a big name like that, they're going numbers every time because all they want is.
Because unfortunately, indie developers, they have to go numbers. Like it'd be very hard to create a fan following off an indie title, unless you're like a Minecraft. But I mean, how many Minecrafts have come and gone, right?
Yeah.
Now for me, Love Terraria. Unfortunately, I got into Terraria before I got into Minecraft, and then Microsoft bought Minecraft, and it became this own little thing, whereas Terraria beautifully goes onto my Steam, and I can just play off Steam, I do whatever off Steam. So for me, Terraria is the one I got into first, and I like it, in my opinion, I like it better. I have played Minecraft, though. So now, you're a developer, you're going for numbers.
Well, if I'm a developer, I want rich.
You want rich?
Like,
I've always heard that like being a developer is such a struggling artist type of market. Isn't there a door right there? Yeah. Can you go through that?
no.
Oh, up.
There
Always
it is.
up.
Yep. We figured that out with a few of our games.
Yeah, up is the direction sometimes. There we go. So I feel like if I was a developer though, man, I think I'd go fan.
Well, that's what I meant by rich, like enriched story.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like rich as in I want to sell as many copies as possible. I don't care.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but
If I can have both, I want both. But I
Yeah.
mean, if I have to choose between, say, Minecraft or what's a game that's sold millions of numbers? I guess maybe like Doom.
yep,
But Doom doesn't have a whole lot for replayability unless you get into the whole maybe multiplayer aspect.
yeah.
But I don't see a lot of Doom multiplayer anything. Oh wow, you got 9 health.
And I am dead.
Killed with kindness.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of kindness you're getting, but
That was the kindness my dad showed me.
oh,
Oh, deep. We're going deep here.
things just got pretty real in here.
Real, yeah. Well, that's if Dad ever came back.
Oh wow, we're just going from 0 to 100 real quick.
We're digging to China.
Yeah,
Okay, so is this back still? No, this is right where you gotta go up.
yeah.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm appealing to my fans. I'd rather have a good core game than just another run of the numbers. And it, unfortunately, out of all the games I've seen at E3, they all look like run of numbers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if any of them really have a sting. Maybe something like that Tom Clancy one, Outlands.
Wildlands. Wildlands.
I feel like that could maybe have a little bit of a fan thing, but Tom Clancy games haven't been well reviewed or taken in a long time.
Yeah.
Since the Splinter Cells. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Splinter Cell fan.
Oh yeah.
Love them. I love the multi on them. Love them. But none of them have been like new genre-defining titles. Oh wow. So unfortunately, that's those though. So I don't know if Wildlands will have it. Like, look at Siege.
Yeah.
When Siege came out, it looked awesome. I thought it was going to definitely change things up. No. No matter what gameplay mode you play.
The worst part of that is like that's not even on them for how they made it. It's just how people play it.
Yeah.
People don't play objective. They just
No, I know they don't play objective based. Now I guess it's kind of like role playing. Do you just role play it, or is it easier just with a bunch of strangers to just kill? You know what I mean? To orchestrate it. Now, if I don't have some sort of mic setup, oh, get that big prick. If I don't have some sort of mic setup, it might be hard to try to get me to do some sort of objective that you know would work. You know what I mean? But also, I find with those games too, they're very clicky. Meaning, like, there's one really absolute great way to do the objectives that everybody always does it.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to stop them. Or do you play it up and try to figure out new ways? Nah, you just do the same old. That was like Left 4 Dead when I used to beat it. On some of the end levels, the easiest thing was just to go hide up in these rafters above the hay bales and zombies couldn't get you. So you just milk that, right? And then the only thing is, you get down when the tanks show up, and you just do that, rinse, repeat. Every game, you always see guys go to the rafters, when the tanks show up, they get down. And I felt like that made the game boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So games like Siege, it's those. So it just becomes a game of deathmatch. Every mode, deathmatch.
Yep.
Just, if I can kill the terrorists, I win. If I can kill them, I win. Like, it just, I don't know. That was the same with, like, Counter-Strike. They'd have Plant the Bomb, which Counter-Strike's another one that got this huge fan following. And
that
which is
would've been
crazy,
nice.
that was off of a mod.
Remember,
We got Berserk. That would have helped.
That would have helped if I would have actually seen it.
There we go. Well, you can... Oh, I thought he smashes there, Lux.
if
Well, you're berserkering the hell out of these checkpoints.
Yep.
then you need only to destroy this last filter, and Argent energy will no longer exist in
Okay, we talked about
your system.
some of those fan favorite games and everything. What are games that you would like to see get remakes?
Ooh.
Like, what's a classic one from your childhood? And even maybe it has a fan following of people that just are begging for a remake.
You have no.
Actually,
And not a remake where they fuck with it. Just a remake where it's the spirit of the game remade.
I've detected
Knights of the Old Republic.
the Argent Power.
I thought somebody was redoing that. Do you have to go back in that room, or is it back
Some guy is doing it himself on
the Unreal Engine?
on the Unreal Engine.
And then there's also a fan doing that with Ocarina.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen that updated constantly.
So you want
I want the good old fashioned Star Wars RPG.
Knight of the Old Republic.
Yep.
Just one, not two.
Well, I mean, if we're going all out here, 1, 2, and maybe even a new one.
Because I'm
Fingers
excited
crossed.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Final Fantasy VII.
I mean, there is that one that's coming out that's unnamed. It was at E3, like a 15-second clip
Yeah.
of a new Star Wars game coming out, and all it showed was the guy walking out of the tavern.
Okay.
Now, from what they've said about it, it is an RPG. It's going to have different different races.
And then left there's a door.
Yeah, different classes, all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely RPG based. So maybe a new Knights of the Old Republic.
What did we miss? Death from above, glory kills on Hell Knights. Oh, whatever. Okay, so you want an old Knights of the Old Republic. Anything else? Now, like I just mentioned Final Fantasy there for a sec. They're remaking it apparently, but the thing I don't like is the fact they're going to release it in chapters. I don't know why companies nowadays
Yeah,
are
doing episodic.
chapters. Yeah, don't do episodic.
Yeah,
Give me the full package.
that was
Because all
like
you're giving me
the latest Hitman.
Hitman, and then there's another one too, like some little side-scrolling game where I don't know. I saw it just briefly, I don't know, earlier today, but it's releasing in chapters too. And now Final Fantasy is gonna be releasing in chapters. Maybe it's easier as a developer. Maybe that's more of a money grab because if I can sell you 7 chapters at $20 each, I just made $120, whereas or $140. Whereas if I release it just as a game as itself, I only get $80. You know what I mean? So maybe it's more of a money grab thing. I don't know how big the content will be, but I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And the worst is for like the Telltale series, like the Walking Deads and all that.
Yeah.
The chapters, they felt so short. Like I could beat a chapter in about an hour.
Yeah.
And then you're just left with like these story spikes where you're like, man, what happens next? But no, you gotta wait till the next chapter. And I don't like that format. I want the game as a whole. And since Final Fantasy VII, that's one of my remake games, they're doing chapters. And also, I don't know if you've seen that video, but they remade the whole battle system.
Yeah, it's closer to Kingdom Hearts now.
Yeah, it's like free-flowing. It's like Final Fantasy, what was that, 13 or something like that? The one that like totally got remade from 12. Like it looks more adult and mature. It's more of a free flow, which the free flow thing could work, but I mean, like, I want to remake spiritually exactly what the old one was.
Yeah.
Update the graphics, maybe update the controls if they're old and dated, and just re-release the game and be like that. For me, I want like Shadow of the Colossus. Love that game. That was one I really wanted.
One of the games.
Oh, hey, it's one of those guys.
Yeah.
That's the Doom guy. That's the Doot guy. He's a new one too. Yeah, they're just giving us new guys. They're not really giving us bosses.
One game I'm really really happy that's coming out. Pretty excited for it, and it's weird to say it after having me say it on a game like this, but
that's one of those challenges.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I think what's the newest one out? Isn't it like 2.5 or something?
Yeah, they did the whole pack where you could get all the ones remastered plus the ones that only came out in Japan and all the shit like that.
So that's what the 0.5 means?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But that I found those games awesome, and
see, I never got into those. I had Kingdom Hearts 1, and I thought it was more of like an RPG for like kids because I love Square Enix, love them. But I feel like the direction they kind of went lately is kid. Don't get me wrong, I know like the Hitmans are Square Enix, and they have some more mature titles like Deus Ex and everything, or Deus Ex or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But they're old, like the old Final Fantasies. I played every one up till the online ones, and then I don't know. Oh no, 13 was the one with lightning. No, it wasn't 13. It was a different one, but it was a mature looking one. But I didn't like Final Fantasy 13. It's like, because I know long time ago, it used to be called Squaresoft, and then they went to Square. Then they made that movie, Spirit Within. They almost went borderline bankrupt, and that's when Enix bought them. Enix made some Super Nintendo games. I played one, I can't remember what the title of it is, but it was an overhead kind of action RPG. And I really liked it, and so Enix bought up Square, and that's why now it's Square Enix. And they don't make bad games. Like, I don't know, they've had some weird off-name title ones that were kind of cool. Like, I really like the Bouncer for PlayStation 2. But I don't know, I don't have a lot of faith in them anymore. Like, I bought World of Final Fantasy, which I can make a video of, just if people want to see it. I mean, we're killing it in the comments department, but I mean, if the comments all of a sudden get lit up that people want to see World of Final Fantasy, I can do a video on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's more aimed at kids, and that's what I thought Kingdom Hearts was. Now, Kingdom Hearts 1 came out while they were still kind of like, you know, making the whole Final Fantasy worlds. But I don't know, I myself just never got into it.
Yeah. My thing, one thing that I really liked about it, because...
but mind you, what's the age gap between us, though? Like,
yeah.
47 years or something?
Yeah, you're really fucking old.
I'm like 12, he's, I don't know, 66 or something.
That just went completely backwards.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm excited for 3 is the new areas that they can go because of what Disney has acquired since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, so you're hoping for characters and cameos?
Well,
and
things they've already like talked about that are in the game. Like, there's a level where you're helping Iron Man.
See, that almost sounds like that. What's that dumb little game they created? Like, you know, there's Sky, whatever the hell.
Oh yeah, the Disney one.
Skylanders, and then there was the Disney one where you could like play as Steve McQueen and the Hulk, and
yeah.
Like, is it gonna be something kind of dumb along those lines though?
Well, I mean, the storylines for like you said, you've played one.
I played one maybe halfway through, and I got stuck at some part at Aladdin's Agrabah or whatever the hell it's called, and I just kind of stopped playing.
The story to the game, I love. Like, it's a really good story. The biggest thing about the game is, like you said, a lot of people see it and they immediately think children's game because it's all Disney characters.
All I remember is you were Sora and you had a Keyblade and, and something.
But
I can go up more.
The main thing I'm looking forward to is definitely Star Wars.
So, like, you're hoping maybe you hop on the Millennium Falcon with like Han Solo and I don't know, Spider-Man and go do something crazy like that.
Because I guarantee you, if Star Wars appears in that game, it's gonna be Darth Vader.
Well, I don't know if he'd be like a main villain. I feel like it'd be a new villain, but Darth Vader might help somehow.
Well, it's just like how in Kingdom Hearts, it's not like you're purposely fighting all the villains from each story.
Yeah.
You're fighting the main villain of the game, which was the Heartless, and
was he somehow affecting that whole universe? That's why you had to stop him?
Yeah, and the villains of like Disney were the guys that were helping him.
Because I thought like Sephiroth was in Kingdom Hearts, and he was a bad guy.
Yeah, he was. Because Kingdom Hearts mixed Disney and Final Fantasy.
Yeah. So, because it was Donald Duck and Goofy helping you fight the Square guys. And fire.
I wanted to punch him in the face, but we'll just blow him up. That works.
And on that blow up, just snake that guy right there. Just give him a quick little rocket. And right there, we gotta end this kick. Give him a rocket through the US. What do you guys think? Like, gigabytes grow on trees?
Apparently.
Anyway, we gotta end it here, folks.
Yeah.
So, until we talk to you next time.